Phantom Menace? From the title alone, we're all confused. Who's the Phantom Menace gonna be? The Trade Federation? Darth Sidious? Darth Maul? We will never know. Taxation of trade routes in dispute. That's a great way to start a supposed kids movie. Why would the Chancellor send Jedi Knights to settle a trade dispute? Jedis are sword-wielding shaman who harness a magical energy, not paper pushers.
Captain.
Yes, sir.
That captain looks like a 12-year-old boy. Or it could be a girl. I can't tell.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this cliche.
Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
Wait, he's a Padawan? That's a Jedi in training, but the title crawl said 2 Jedi Knights.
The ambassadors are Jedi Knights, I believe.
How the fuck does this droid know they are Jedi Knights? All it could see was basically 2 figures in robes. While it is traditional Jedi garb, everyone wears robes in Star Wars. Liam Neeson isn't killing anyone in this scene. Here's where the Viceroy starts acting stupid. Why blow up the ship and alert the Jedis? They have totally blown their element of surprise.
They must be dead by now. Destroy what's left of them.
It's been like 2 minutes with the gas. Even a normal person could hold their breath that long, and these guys are fucking Jedis. You don't need these useless droids to finish them off. Just leave the Jedi in there with the gas for like a day. Qui-Gon's hands get way too close to the burning door here. I think that melting blast door would sting a little.
Let's split up. Stow aboard separate ships and meet down on the planet.
Let's split up? Are you guys fucking Scooby-Doo? That's never a good idea.
No, Mrs. Stay. Mr. called Jar Jar Binks.
I know this has been said 100 times about Jar Jar, but I have to. That voice? It's sexist. Well, Obi-Wan found them fast. Those ships could have landed anywhere on the planet and they conveniently landed right next to each other.
Once those droids take control of the surface, they will take control of you.
That's not necessarily true. They could just be after the Naboo and then leave, or just stay on the surface.
The speediest way to the Naboo is going through the planet core.
So wait, they have to go through the planet core to get to Naboo? That means the shuttles they stowed away on landed on the opposite side of the planet. You're gonna tell me the Trade Federation is gonna march their troops all the way around a planet while chopping down trees and shit? That's ridiculous. Between the 3 times Qui-Gon does his Jedi mind trick on this king and Obi-Wan making up shit about the Symbian Circle, I would say the Jedis are being dicks to Gungans.
There's always a bigger fish.
Is that Godzilla? Someone call Bryan Cranston.
Commander.
Yes, sir.
Process them.
Process them? That's the fucking queen, dude. Don't let her out of your sight. That, or at least get something better to guard her than these 6 battle droids. You already saw the Jedi slice through those things without even trying. Okay, I've seen enough of these battle droids getting sliced down. There's no point in having them there if the Jedi can stop them so easily.
We can't get the shield generator fixed, we'll be sitting ducks.
Does that mean with the shield they would be fine? This blockade is pretty shitty if anyone with an active shield can pass it.
R2-D2, Your Highness.
Thank you, R2-D2.
I really don't get why they're thinking the droid here. It's a tool and it did its job. You don't go thinking your washing machine or toaster.
Her Highness commands you to take her handmaiden with you.
If you're going into a dangerous city and you're trying to be low-key, I think bringing this girl in Jar Jar is a bad idea.
This is very, very bad.
Poop joke.
I'm a person and my name is Anakin.
Horrible child actors.
And no one else has a T-14 hyperdrive, I promise you that.
Yeah, right. That's the first shop they walked into. Qui-Gon just fell for the oldest salesman trick in the book.
This ain't cozy.
It does look cozy, Jar Jar, and it looks like too nice a place for a couple of slaves to live in. I guess they play Hyli on Tatooine.
He's a protocol droid to help Mom.
How is a protocol droid gonna help his mom? C-3PO is clumsy and utterly useless in most situations besides translating. His mom most likely needs help with cleaning, cooking, and carrying stuff. He would have been better off building a dishwasher.
You have been well trained, my young apprentice.
He was trained well, huh? Would have been nice to see some of that training. Just a little. Anything is better than this boring scene. The first scene with both the Sith in person and they take a little walk down this balcony, stop, and gaze off into the distance. You'll see that a lot in these prequels. Easy, Bugs Bunny.
There's a big race tomorrow on Boonta Eve. You could enter my pod.
Oh, there's a big race and it's tomorrow? The day after Qui-Gon landed there? Convenient. This food looks gross. What is that? Oatmeal? Soggy frosted flakes? Tatooine slave food sucks.
My ship will be the entry fee.
Qui-Gon could easily trade in this fancy ship for another smaller operational ship. Most awkward arm crossing ever.
Who was his father?
There was no father.
It was an immaculate conception, or the Force raped her in her sleep. Take your pick. Damn, more horrible child actors. Come on, Lucas. You know what was one of my favorite parts about the original trilogy? No fucking kids. Or black people. That was cool until Lando ruined it. Did they have to give a line to every one of these kids? Come on. I'm gonna give one fail for each.
With this?
Oh, no, you okay, Annie?
You've been working on that thing for years. It's never gonna run. Come on, let's go and play ball.
I need an analysis of this blood sample I'm sending you.
Okay, I'm gonna call bullshit on this scene right here. First of all, Obi-Wan just happens to be sitting at the right spot to test blood, and then the blood test comes through immediately? I'm not doubting Star Wars technology, but this all happens way too fast.
Even Master Yoda doesn't have a midichlorian count that high.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Neither am I, since you haven't told us what the fuck midi-chlorians are yet.
Sebulba!
Apparently Sebulba works the crowd just like they do in the WWE. Fart joke. Okay, watching the CGI fest of a pod race, I start to wonder what the hell is going on in the plot of this movie. An hour ago we had the blockade on Naboo and then an invasion and freeing the queen. Now we're on Tatooine trying to fix this ship, but then also they find Anakin who is like Force Jesus? Is this race the climax? Why didn't we start on Tatooine with Anakin, who is maybe the main character?
I do not believe the Sith could have returned without us knowing.
Sam Jackson isn't yelling at anyone in this scene.
Naboo's system has been invaded by the droid armies of the trade.
I object. There is no proof.
No proof of the invasion? Are you kidding me? We saw the droid army take over Naboo an hour ago. Surely someone on that planet has a camera.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Yoda, you kinda just jumbled a bunch of emotions there. Fear leads to anger, but it could also lead to hate, and hate can lead to anger, and anger could lead to suffering. There's not a given progression here.
You're thinking, people gonna die?
Why the hell is Jar Jar still around?
Midichlorians are a microscopic life form that resides within all living cells.
Midi-chlorians just turn all the mystery of the Force into a stupid science lecture.
Come on, R2.
I don't think bringing a child like Anakin to an occupied planet while Sith Lords are after you is such a great idea.
The battle is a diversion. The Gungans must draw the droid army away from the cities.
Sure, let's sacrifice thousands of Gungans for a little diversion. I wouldn't be listening to this chick. She's a diplomat with no military experience.
Try to override it.
For some reason, there's a child-sized helmet and goggles in this ship. If I have to see Jar Jar accidentally do great in battle again, I'm gonna punch a wall. Let's do one fail for each.
Put down your weapons. They win this round.
All of a sudden, these droids are taking prisoners? They were all shoot to kill like 3 minutes ago. So hey, remember that Jedi super speed they used at the beginning of the movie? Right here would have been a great time for Obi-Wan to use that shit. So a peaceful planet with no standing army keeps guns in their queen's throne? That makes sense. Okay, here's where you think this fight's gonna get good. Obi-Wan's master and friend just died. He's pissed, waiting for the force field to open, and then back to over-choreographed sword fighting. It looks like they're dancing.
This.
Okay, now Annie is accidentally doing the exact right thing by blowing up the power to this ship. Him and Jar Jar need to try their luck at Vegas. Darth Maul doesn't even try to swing at Obi-Wan. He inexplicably just stands there and watches as Obi jumps over him and slices him in half.
He is the chosen one.
That face touch was a little gay.
Your apprentice, Skywalker, will be.
Yoda ignores the grave danger he and the Council sense in Anakin's future and lets him get trained anyway. For no reason. The Jedi is based on the Force and premonitions and feelings. This doesn't make sense. Written and directed by George Lucas.
All slaves have a transmitter placed inside their body somewhere.
Any attempt to escape,
And they blow you up. Boom.
Ha, word.
Pro show.
guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry.